Hey guys, Luke from Mix Made Simple, and I just wanted to give you a couple of things to watch out for if you ever grab a vocal from Splice. I produce royalty-free music, a lot, for those of you who don't know, stock music, and so I make a lot of music, and I like making EDM, and I'm working on this track. It's like a deep house track, and I got a vocal off of Splice, and for me personally, I like to get the dry version of the vocal if I can. Sometimes I'll just throw in a vocal if it's mixed already, and I'll kind of mix around that. You know, if it's mixed good enough, you know, it's not a big deal. However, a lot of times I like to find the dry version, and in this particular case, I grabbed the dry version, and it ended up sounding, there's a part of it that sounded really bad. So I want to show you that and like kind of what to look out for. And so the first thing, I'll go ahead and play a little sample of the vocal. I had some effects on there. I went ahead and took some of my effects on there. I had some reverb on there that sounded kind of cool. And so I'll play the wet version and then the dry version of it as well, so you can kind of hear them side by side. So here's the wet version.
Baby, get lost in this moment, burning bright in the night sky. Said we could get lost in this moment, coming alive in the nighttime. And oh no, close your eyes, let it all go, body and mind, burning bright.
Okay, it sounded pretty cool. And by the way, I'm not finished with this track yet. This is just kind of an idea mode, but it's coming on quite nicely. And so what I noticed, first thing I want to show you what you should look out for. So I like to check out, a lot of times a vocal will say dry, and yet it'll still be compressed and it'll still be EQ'd, and maybe they just took like reverb off or something. In this case, it does look like, if you look at the waveform next to each other, this one looks like it is compressed because it's kind of like a little bit fatter. And this one, though, there are a little bit more ups and downs, so I can't really tell. I don't think this one is really compressed, but then if I play, so this is the dry version, right? I'm going to go ahead and solo it. Listen to what this sounds like.
Baby, get lost in this moment, burning bright in the night sky. Said
So it actually does sound like there is some compression on there, like if I'm just listening. Also, it sounds like it's already been EQ'd, but then here,
baby, get lost in this moment.
it does sound like there is some. I might do a little more compression to it, but anyway. But then here's what I ran into. And so if I fast forward over here during this part, okay? So I'll play it right here and I'll let it go into this kind of a chorusy section or whatever it is.
And oh no, close your eyes, let it all go, body and mind, burning bright.
Ooh, okay, so you hear that? So that's like basically unfixable to me. And if you look at it, you can see that the dry version that they exported is like totally clipped to crap. And so there's that distortion there, that like just that harsh sound that you hear. And unfortunately, I can't use that. And so I'm going to have to, in this case, end up just using this version, which is funny if you look at it. It's really odd. So the wet version that they gave,
Let it all go, body and mind.
the wet version, if you look at it, actually looks okay. It was the dry version that's like attached to, you know, this one over here, that if you look, it's just completely smashed. And so I don't know what happened there, you know. But whoever accepted this into Splice should have noticed this, you know. But no, I'm not trying to blame anyone here, whatever. And like, you know, the artist, the singer, she sounds really good. This is probably just like a little mistake. And so anyway, but I just wanted to point this out, that this kind of thing can happen, and you really want to look out for it, because that can totally ruin a track if you try to put that into your track. And you know, I'm sure most of you would notice that, but I just wanted to show you. And so kind of like, just to be careful when you're using dry vocals from Splice. And I would recommend, if you get a vocal from Splice, to use the dry version. That way you can add your own effects. You can practice using compression, EQ, practice mixing vocals, because that's obviously a really valuable skill to have. And so that's what I'd recommend. Sometimes though, it's okay to use the wet version. I do it all the time. And so, yeah, just want to make this quick video and kind of point that out, and I hope that helps. And anyways, please like and subscribe. And if you are an EDM producer and you really want to get good at mixing and mastering, and you want to have some guidance along the way, go ahead, look in the description below and book a Zoom call with me. It takes about a half hour. We'll see if you're a good fit for my course, Mix Immersions. And, you know, I help EDM producers get to that professional level sound. Okay, so go ahead and look in the description below and book a call with me right now. All right. I'll see you guys again next time.